Once some beetles flew in, but nobody paid any attention to them, not even the littlest ones who worked right on tracing their fish hooks as if that was French too. Beetles means a large size insect. Now, once some mosquitoes flew into the class, but no one panicked as everyone was busy in writing. The writer considers the pigeons sitting on the roof of the class to be students as well and says that even the pigeons were busy scratching the roof with their claws, and it seemed that they were also busy writing the task of French language. On the roof of the pigeons cooed very low, and I thought to myself, will they make them sing in German? Even the pigeons. Cooed means the sound made by the pigeon. Now, the coo sound of the pigeons could be heard in the class, and Franz wondered that could the Persians force the pigeons also to change their language and coo in German? The writer wants to say that the language comes naturally to be being and it cannot be forced upon anyone, be it the pigeons for the Frenchman. Whenever I looked up from my writing, I saw M. Hamel sitting motionless in his chair and gazing first at one thing, then at another, as if he wanted to fix in his mind just how everything looked in that little schoolroom. Gazing means looking intently. Now, in between writing, Franz looked at M. Hamel. How he is sat still and stared at the different things in the classroom. He wanted to memorize the appearance of everything before leaving. Fancy! For 40 years he had been there in the same place, with his garden outside the window and his class in front of him, just like that. Only the desks and benches had been worn smooth. The walnut trees in the garden were taller and that he had planted himself, twinned about the windows to the roof. Twinned means twisted. Now, M. Hamel had been teaching at that same place for the last 40 years. The only change was that the desks in the classroom had worn out due to use over the years. The walnut trees in the garden outside had grown taller, and the hope vine on the outer wall of the school building had climbed up to the roof. How it must have broken his heart to leave it all, poor man. To hear his sister moving about in the room above, packing their trunks, for they must leave the country next day. Franz feels that the teacher must be heartbroken to be sent away from a place where he had spent 40 years of his life. The noises of his sister packing and moving their luggage could be heard from the room upstairs as they had to leave the next day. But he had the courage to hear every lesson to the very last. After the writing, he had a lesson in history, and then the babies chanted their ba, bee, bee, boo. Now M. Hamel remained composed and heard the lesson from the entire class. After the writing task, there was a lesson of history followed by phonetics where they recited the sounds of alphabets. Now, Franz referred to the class as babies because although they were grown up, they were reciting the lesson of phonetics, which is usually done in younger children. Also, he calls himself, his class, to be babies. Now, down there at the back of the room, old Hauser had put on his spectacles and holding his primer in both hands, spelled the letters with them. You could see that too. was crying, his voice trembled with emotion, and it was so funny to hear him that we all wanted to laugh and cry. Ah, how well I remember it, the last lesson. Now, the horser had put on his spectacles and holding the primer in both his hands recited the letters with the class. He was crying. His voice trembled as he spoke. Franz was mixed feeling. He found it funny to see how an old man like Hauser was crying and troubling, and on the other hand, he also felt emotional like Hauser did. Franz could never forget this last lesson. All at once, the church clock struck 12. Then the Angelus. Angelus means the prayer song in the church. The start is marked by the ringing of bell. Now, just then the clock at the church struck 12 and the prayer song began. What happened? At the same moment, the trumpets of the Persians returning from drill, sounded under over our windows. M. Hamel stood up very pale in his chair. I never saw him look so tall. Now, pale means a person's face or skin has colorless. At the same moment, the sound of the trumpets played by the Persian soldiers who were returning from the drill was heard. M. Hamel's face became dull and colorless as the time had come for the class to get over. He stood straight and motionless. And Franz says that he had never appeared to be so tall. My friends, said he, but something choked him. He could not go on. Then he turned to the blackboard, took a piece of chalk, and bearing on with all his might, he wrote as large as he could. Villa France. It means that M. Hamel began to speak but could not continue as he was overpowered by his emotions. He took a piece of chalk and wrote the words Villa France. It means that long live France on the blackboard as large as he could. Then he stopped and leaned his head against the wall, and without a word, he made a gesture to us with his hand. School dismissed. You may go. Then he stopped writing, bent towards the wall, and without speaking anything, signed the class to leave as the class was over. This is the beautiful story. Children, I hope you understand this story. If you face any problem in any paragraph, kindly mention in the comment section in Google Classroom. Thank you, children.